Internet drama typically lives an insanely short lifespan. Just in case you don't know how it works, it's like catching a whiff of a passing fart. It really assaults your nostrils and smells horrible in the moment, but the next day you're gonna forget about it because it's just really insignificant in the grand scheme of things. And that's typically how internet drama goes. It seems really horrible, like the end of the world when it's happening. But then a couple days later, it's like everybody got hit with a mind erasinator and nobody remembers it happened in the first place. And when I made my video 2 days ago talking about that wacky Twitch drama that was happening, just the endless amounts of drama that was happening back to back, I thought for sure that would be it, at least for a couple of weeks, because surely there has to be a cooldown timer, right? Well, no, oh boy. Do I look like a doofus now? Go ahead and put a dunce cap on me, point and laugh, whatever you have to do, because I was wrong. As a matter of fact, since that video was uploaded, there has been quite a bit more drama, not just on the Twitch platform. It has breached containment and started to spread and seep into other parts of the internet and just infect the world as a whole. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to get off of the Twitch drama, although I do have an update or two at the end of this video, but I wanted to talk about a drama pertaining to the Maroon 5 singer Adam Levine. And just to preface this drama, let's say instead of being at a payphone trying to call home, Adam was using his own phone to wreck his own home, because he's involved with a massive cheating scandal, not just with one woman, but with multiple different women. And if you don't know why this is such a big deal, Adam has been married for 10 years. He has 2 children, with one more currently cooking in the oven. It's almost ready to come out. But let's just go ahead and get straight into this drama. Basically, the countdown to Doomsday started with a girl named Sumner Stroh when she came out on TikTok and made a video talking about the affair that the two had. And I'm not going to show you the TikTok videos because they're about 2 minutes apiece. There's 2 of them, and I can just sum it up in about 20 seconds for you. Basically, she said she was manipulated by Adam, even though she knew that he had a wife and that it was wrong what they were doing. She tries to claim that he manipulated her because she was new to LA and didn't know how things worked in LA. That was her excuse. She was pretty much trying to play the victim, but at the same time saying she knew she wasn't the victim. But she does give a reason as to why she came out and leaked the DMs and talked about the affair. And she said because she shared a screenshot with a friend who she thought she could trust. And then that friend said they were going to go to the tabloids and like sell it off as a story. So she wanted to beat him to the punch and come out with it herself. So Adam and Sumner had their little affair like the villains they are, because neither one of them are victims, by the way, if you were wondering. The only victims are Adam's family, his wife and 2 children, because both of these people involved were consenting adults who knew full and well what they were doing and what the repercussions would be. So you shouldn't feel bad for either one of them, but the story does continue. She says that she cut things off with Adam soon after they had their affair because she felt bad or whatever. And then about 8 months later, Adam messages her out of the blue, asking if it's okay if he names his child Sumner if it's a boy. After her, of course. Now, aside from Sumner being one of the worst names I've ever heard, why would you want to name your soon-to-be child after the girl you had an affair on your wife who was pregnant with said child after? Was that an English sentence? Let me try that again real fast, just in case that didn't come out right. Why would you want to name your child after the woman you cheated on your wife with? The wife who is currently pregnant with the child you want to name the name after the woman you cheated on your wife with. That just hurts my brain trying to say that sentence. But it's so insane that he did that. And of course, since this story was getting so much attention, Adam did respond, and he said, "I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period of my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate." And then he followed up with the standard template, "I would never want to hurt my family. My family is the most important thing in the world to me" speech. And, well, these messages we're about to read from multiple other women who have came out claiming to have affairs with Adam, they would say otherwise, Mr. Levine. And Dom Toretto would be rubbing his fingers in shame right now. So this is the first set of DMs from a different woman who isn't the one I just talked about. He says, "I'm now obsessed with you. Dude, aren't you, like, married, lol? Yeah, but it's a bit complicated. Stuff gets hard and the vid thing didn't help. I might get away." And now this is the infamous meme template you might have seen from the text messages. This is to the same woman, by the way. Holy, that body of yours is absurd. Next date, I'll be like, do you want to make out with the devil? Haha. How are you such an hourglass? My god. Ah ha ha. Seriously. Fuh. And then she sends him a photo and he says, I may need to see the booty. Fuh. I can only imagine he's biting his lip and winking while he's topping this. Fuh. But she does deny him the pleasure by saying, no booty. Tough day for Adam Levine. No booty. I'd do anything for it. He sounds like such a frat boy. When he's topping this stuff, he sounds like either the biggest frat boy in the world, like stereotypical douchebag Brad or whatever, or like a 12-year-old who just discovered what porn is. Like, this is the kind of stuff I would top whenever I'm looking up for like big booty titty nipples or something on YouTube when I first found out that women were naked under their clothes. But anyways, let's just continue. She says, ah ha 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 ha. And then, I can't get through this without laughing because I know what it's about to say. I'd buy it a steak dinner and whisper sweet nothings into it. I want to tattoo my ass now. He'd do anything for that booty. He'd buy it a steak dinner, and when he whispers into it, would he whisper like into the butthole? Like, is that like the ear of the butt? Anyways, he'd take it on a hot air balloon ride. He'd do anything for that booty. Buy it first class, take it to Paris. Anyways, it's not hard to see this man's down bad, and I would say, you know, this is a fairly good indicator that he's cheating on his wife, which he says he never did. Never. Now, I'm not going to read any of this message except for the bottom part, because the top part, they're just talking about star signs and what star sign they are. I don't know, just I found that stuff real goofy. But anyways, the bottom message is completely out of left field. There's no context leading up to this. He just says, I'm having another baby. Wifey pregnant. And I'm having a boy. And I'm naming him Zia. Z? He will be a badass. Does this man not know what it means to be married, to be in a relationship? If you're about to have a child with a woman, why are you talking like this to multiple other women? Baffles me that this man treats people like this. It's absolutely insane. I really don't know what someone's thought process could be to act like this. It genuinely is so insane. Anyways, this is a clip of him saying I'm stupid that the lady also posted on her story.
I'm stupid.
Yes, Adam, you are pretty stupid. Now we have even more DMs to go through, and it's like Christmas came early. I can't get this grin off my face. Woo! Let's jump into it. So this right here, this message just proves that he did have an affair, because he literally admits to meeting this person in person. He says, it is truly unreal how hot you are. Like, it blows my mind. I mean, I think the same. Seeing you in person, I was like, I'm fricked. You were 50 times hotter in person, and so am I. Ha 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 ha. Dude, the secondhand embarrassment. Oh, dear Lord. I know adultery is a sin and everything, but I think if God looked at these messages, he would even chuckle. You know, he couldn't even take this serious. He would definitely laugh at this, because this is just so insanely silly. Oh. But there's more. Let's keep on going. So this is the last set of screenshots, at least the ones I could verify were real and all this kind of stuff. So basically, it's another woman here that's posting their messages. Sorry, I'm a bit burpy. That Adam Levine sent them. They say, dang, LMAO, I must be doing something right. He says, absolutely. Got me on the hook. So he says it himself. Funny. I'm so weird too, and only listen to metal, lol. Said no hot chicks ever, other than you. LMAO. I'm like a total weirdo. Love that. Witchy. I just think this might be the funniest one, because he just straight up says no hot chicks listen to metal. Except for her. She's the exception. But no hot chicks in general listen to metal. So if you listen to metal and you're a woman, you're probably ugly, according to Adam Levine. You're probably a big old swamp donkey. Whew. Man, I live for this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff, man. But anyways, that's where the whole Adam Levine thing comes to an end. Unfortunately, that's all the messages that there are, at least the ones I could verify and the ones I've seen and all that. But the story itself is a bit goofy, and as far as I can tell, his wife and him are still together. They've been pictures of them together in public since this happened. Maybe his wife's like a cuck, and she likes to just watch him flirt with other women and meet up with other women. I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility, but if I had to guess, I would say he's just a douchebag who cheats on his wife. and then for some reason his wife just, you know, wants to stay for the family or whatever. I don't know. I don't know their whole situation. More may come out, but I just pretty much wanted to go over the goofy messages. And now let's move on to some updates that I have on some previous dramas I talked about in my last video. Videos, plural. So the first one is an update to the GTA 6 hack/leak that happened. There was an arrest made for this leak of all the videos that got put out. If you don't know, it was about 90 clips totaling 50 minutes of leaked GTA 6 footage. And they arrested a 17-year-old hacker in England. And he was arrested this morning as of me recording this on September 23rd. And the London police didn't state in the arrest that it was related to the hack. But a journalist named Matthew Keys did say the arrest was in relation to intrusion on Rockstar Games and possibly Uber Technologies. And apparently the FBI might even make a statement on this issue by the end of today. I'm going to check real quick to see if they have, but I don't know. So there hasn't been a statement from the FBI yet. I just checked. I didn't see anything. But it says that this guy, his moniker online, he went by the name White, like my shirt or my skin color. And apparently he was arrested earlier this year also for a very similar crime, but he pretty much only got a little slap on the wrist and released straight back into the world to do this same thing again. So maybe he'll get a harsher punishment this time. But another fun little fact is that this guy that did get arrested, the 17-year-old, he was the leader of the hacking group Lapsus, which I did mention in the last video as being the group thought to be behind the Uber hack as well as the GTA 6 leak. And this group isn't no small ragtag little hacking group that, you know, hacks stuff on little leapfrog tablets. They're the group responsible for cyber crimes against Microsoft, Cisco, Samsung, Nvidia, and Okta. So they got a pretty extensive, you know, record under their utility belt. And for this 17-year-old to be the ringleader, quite impressive. But also kind of, you know, he's in big trouble probably. So now that's all the information pertaining to the GTA 6 leak, and now I do want to add one more thing to a drama I mentioned in the Twitch drama video. It's about the sexual assault allegations going around right now against Crazy Slicker, as well as Mizkif and a couple other people for being complacent and when the acts were being committed. It's a very serious thing. I don't like to talk about it because it's not my place to touch on that. Only the victim can tell their story, and I'm not going to try to tell it for her. So go check her side of the story out if you want to hear about it. Her name is Adriana Lee. She streams on Twitch. She has a Twitter, all that kind of stuff. But there has been another piece of information to come out about this story. It is a 2-hour-long Discord call audio that was leaked by Trainwrecks to Destiny, and he uploaded it on his YouTube channel here. It's a Discord call between Mizkif, Trainwrecks, Asmongold, XQC, Barry, and Mitch Jones, discussing the Adriana Lee cover-up allegations. And it's a lot to listen to. I've only listened to a little bit. I haven't listened to the whole thing. But it is pretty crazy. So if you do want to learn more, maybe go listen to that. I would say you'd learn some more insights. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Other than that, I'm out of here. I'll catch you in the next video. I love drama!